guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be creating this look using my most favorite products recently. Of course, a little disclaimer, they can change. So just because I say this lipstick is my favorite doesn't mean I don't have 5 other favorites, but this is like one of my most favorites that I've been reaching for lately. So that's kind of what this video is about. It's just about my products that I've been reaching for the most lately, and they can change next month, they can change in 5 days. It doesn't matter, but these are the ones that I've been loving the most recently. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get into it. Alright, so we're going to be using some of my favorite products today. The first thing I'm going to go in with is the Pores No More by Dr. Brandt Luminizing Primer. This really, I use this, I love this, but like, I don't see like anything it does, if that makes any sense. Like primers just don't work for me, but I love this because it doesn't make my makeup look crappy. It doesn't make it look any better, but some primers do make it look crappier. Alright, so now we're going to go in with my favorite foundation. This is the Makeup Revolution foundation stick. I'm going to go in with the color F2. This is as high as it rolls up. This is my favorite, and I'm out. Look at how much I have left. So I'm using this today because I am getting my student license today, or student, what do you call it, like a student card or something. So I just want to make sure my makeup looks good. This will probably be the last time I use this. I really need to repurchase this foundation, but it's so good. Definitely like my top foundation I have ever used in my entire life. Like, this is the most beautiful piece of art. And I'm going to try to use completely this entire bottle because, you know, why not? Normally I don't put this much on my face, but just so I can get it out of the way and just throw it away and stop trying to use what's left in this and just get my lazy self to go repurchase it. They're coming out with a new concealer, so I've been waiting until they come out with that to repurchase. But dude. Alright, so now I'm going to go with my favorite blending sponge. I actually just bought a new one because this one's like kind of chewed up a little bit because my dog got a hold of it. So this is the Morphe blending sponge, and I'm just going to start blending out this foundation. Alright, now I'm going to go in with my favorite concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I am running out of this as well. I hate repurchasing expensive makeup. I hate repurchasing makeup at all because I'm so cheap and I hate spending money. But like expensive makeup, like this is like $27, like fuck. It does last forever. I've had this for like probably like 6 months, honestly, like, or longer, and I use it all the time. But I still just hate repurchasing things. It stresses me out. And I say this in all my videos, if you hear weird little snorting noises, that is my dog. Every time I'm filming, she's right at my feet, and she likes to make weird noises like that. And now I'm just going to start blending this in, of course. And I like to go in with the top of the eyes first before going to the under eyes. Okay, and I have 3 dogs. 2 dogs that shed. The one doesn't. But 2 of them that shed like crazy. And I swear, when I'm doing my makeup or just throughout the day, I'm constantly finding dog hair on my face. So it's either like a little blonde hair or it's a little dark hair. And that really stresses me out because it's always all over my face. But I love my dog, so you know. Alright, now I'm going to go in with the NYX HD Finishing Powder. Love this powder. And I'm going to put this under my eyes. I like to put a little bit on my forehead because I have a wrinkly ass forehead. And then I like to go under the eyes, of course. Not too heavy because for some reason setting powders darken under my eyes. I have yet to find one that does not get darker under my eyes. It's really annoying because like I really don't set that much of my makeup, and I always crease, and I can't really set my entire face or anything because everything oxidizes. So if I do just under my eyes, it gets darker. And it's not something you see fully on camera, but it is something I see in person a lot. And if I do a lot of powder, like I feel like really greasy or something, there's spots of oxidation, and I hate that so much. Alright, so now we're going to go in with one of my favorite blushes. I have tons of favorite blushes, but this is my most newest favorite right now. This is the Sigma like face powder blush in the color Pet Name. It's the Aurora Powder face powder. It's a blush, and I'm gonna go in with my favorite brush to use, and it's gonna be the Real Techniques blush brush. And I like to go in with blush first recently instead of bronzer first, because I don't know, I feel like after like putting on blush on top of my bronzer, I can't see my bronzer anymore because I don't go like super heavy with it. So I like to do blush first. And now I'm going to go in with my favorite bronzer. I do have several favorite bronzers. I have several favorites of everything, but these are just what I'm going to be using today, my favorites. And so this one is so freaking good. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Everyone knows about this, but it just smells like heaven. It's so good, and I just love it. It's the perfect color. I have the color Deep Bronze, so I believe there is a lighter color. I could be wrong, but I do believe there's a lighter color or there is a darker color. So I'm going to go in with one of my favorite brushes to use for bronzing up the skin if I'm not wanting like a super bronze look and I just want to be a little bit kind of like bronze and contour. This is going to be the Sophie Glam brush. I got this from Sophie Glam Cosmetics. They're just like a small little Instagram makeup company, and I love the brushes that they sent me. So this is one of my favorites to use, and I'm just going to start bronzing up and stop talking because I am talking you guys' head off today. And I like to bronze the cheeks. I like to bronze the jaw a little bit, just with whatever's left. And I like to kind of rub it down the neck. And then I like to go on the temples of my forehead. So after bronzing, I like to kind of push on the forehead area just because I am a white ass bitch, and you know, kind of gotta blend that. And then I like to go on to a sharp side or whatever side you have on your type of sponge, and I like to kind of just sharpen it up. A lot of people do this with powder, but again, powder oxidizes on me, so that's not something I do with powder a lot. So I like to kind of just sharpen it up, and it does give a sharp line even though there's no like foundation or powder on this. I don't know why it does it, but kind of like to just do that. And then of course I'll kind of push in just to kind of blend it out so it's not like a straight line. Alright, so after doing all these steps, I like to go in with setting spray before doing my highlighter. So I'm going to be going in with one of my favorites. This is the NYX Matte Finishing Setting Spray. So I have two favorites. I have one that I like for glowing my face up and one for matte. So if I'm using a matte foundation, I want to add a glowing setting spray, if that makes any sense. And if I'm using a very highlighting and dewy one, I want to use a matte one, because even though I still stay like dewy throughout the day, I don't want to be like greasy little grease ball. So this is the one I love, and I love this one, and I'm pretty sure it's only like $7 or $9, super cheap. And of course, I just kind of let that semi-dry where there's just a little bit of stickiness. Alright, so now that my face is semi-dry, I still have a little bit of dewiness from the setting spray on it. I like to go in with highlighter. So this is going to be the Sleek Makeup Solstice Highlighting Palette. I feel like everyone loves this palette, and you know, I don't blame them because it's freaking bomb. It never disappoints on like any kind of makeup that I'm trying to do. Now, you know a bitch got tons of highlighters that she loves, but we're just going to use this one because I feel like this one just outstands them all. So I'm going to go in with all three of these colors right here. This one right here is a cream, and I don't really use cream, so I'm just going to go in with all three. And we're just going to put it on the cheek first. I like to start on the cheeks, and then I'll go back in and I'll kind of put it right here on the side of my face. And of course on the chin and the temple of my face, and then we're going to go down the nose. Alright, so now I'm going to do the brows off camera just because it's really hard for me to film and do my brows, honestly, because my camera doesn't autofocus, so if I move get closer, nothing focuses, so we're just gonna do them off camera. So we're gonna go in with my #1 favorite brow product. I do have like 2 others that I've been loving a lot lately, but nothing compares to this one. So this is the BrowGal Convertible Brow. I know you guys see me use this all the time. So I typically stay into the middle shade. Sometimes I'll go into the darker shade. I don't ever use the lighter shade unless I'm trying to do like the front of the brow a little bit more light-handed. But yep. Pretty much, this is amazing. You can wet it to make it more of a pomade-y, kind of goes on like a, kind of like a liquid. It goes on a lot heavier, and if you want to use the powder, it goes on pretty light, and you can go in with as much or little product as you need, and I love this. Alright, so I did the brows off camera with the Convertible Brow, and then I just took whatever's left in the foundation stick and just sharpened up my brows a little bit. Alright, so now we're going to go in with my favorite eyeshadow palette. This is the Morphe by Jaclyn Hill palette. It looks like this. I believe this is one of everyone's favorite, but honestly, like, I can't get enough of this palette. This is something I reach for all the time when doing eyeshadows. It has some of the best transitions, some of the best shimmers that you can put on your eyes, the best crease colors. You can go fun if you want to. You can be a crazy little bitch if you want to, or you can be neutral. You can be simple, bold, whatever you want to do. This shit right here has got you covered. And forgive my makeup brushes because they're all dirty, so I really need to clean my makeup brushes. So I'm just going to be using dirty brushes, but I'm going to be going in with the Morphe M504 brush. Morphe has my favorite eyeshadow brushes, so I just use Morphe all the time. Honestly, Morphe has some of my most favorite everything. Like, Morphe is my #1 favorite brand. Like, I have not made it until I am on Morphe's PR list. Like, honestly, that is like my biggest goal. If I'm not on Morphe's PR list, then I have not made it. So I'm gonna be going in with the color I use the most, and it's gonna be this color right here, this yellowy color, and I'm actually gonna mix it. I'm gonna mix it with these 2 colors right here. So we're gonna go in with those, just very light-handed. I just love this color in the crease, the yellow color. I'm really liking those 2 colors mixed together. Those look really, really good. I just love this palette. I cannot express it enough. Like, I try to reach for other things, but I just can't, because this has everything I need, and I know it won't disappoint me. So still, I'm dipping into both those colors, and I'm kind of rounding out my eyeshadow. And actually, one day I need to do a look not rounding out my eyeshadow, kind of flick it out, because I never do those. I actually used to do them all the time, but I never do those. I just do rounded eyeshadows, and I need to switch it up. But this is looking so good together in the crease. Holy moly smokes. Okay, wow, I cannot believe the combination of those together, like how beautiful those look together. I just found a new combination. Jesus, that's so pretty together. And I'm trying to wipe off my brushes on the side of my table. Normally I wipe it off on my pants, but I have nice pants on right now, so I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna be going in with the Morphe M441 brush. All these brushes that I'm using today are brushes that I love. Honestly, I just really use Morphe brushes. I don't really have that many brushes, eyeshadow brushes, but all the ones that I do have are Morphe ones, so yeah. Alright, so now I'm going to be picking up this color right here. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like a mauve-y brown, reddish color. Like, it's very brown, but it has some kind of like mauves in it, if that makes any sense. So I'm just going to lay this on the lid, and I'm going to start blending it into the crease. We're just going to go simple today, nothing too crazy. And I'm going in with a little bit of product and tapping it off because I really don't want to get any fallout. These don't really have a lot of fallout, but I'm just being really careful with my makeup today. So you'll see me go in a bunch, even though these are really pigmented. I'm just like tapping once and tapping it off. And I always get these stupid little dry patches or like creases. You can't see unless I zoomed in, but it's like where eyeshadow doesn't blend, like on the inner corner, and I don't know why, because my eyes just crease like crazy, and then it just doesn't blend right there. Some days it's okay, but Jesus, it's so annoying. Alright, now I'm just going back in with that yellow color and just kind of lightly warming up the crease. Making sure everything's nice and blended. Alright, now I'm going in with this flat brush. This is the Sigma Large Shader brush, and I use this brush all the time, and I use it for under the eyes. It like places down color while still giving a blend. So that's what I do. And I'm just using the color we used on the lid to place under the eyes. And I'm just wiping off the brush, and I'm going in with the yellow color to kind of blend it out. Alright, so now I'm going to be taking this Bella Pierre eyeliner, and I'm just going to take my sponge, and we're going to be rubbing this into the lower lash waterline area. Alright, so now I'm going to be going in with the Morphe M432 brush, and I'm going to be going into the, it's kind of hard to show you, this shade, and maybe these three shades right here, just kind of mixing into them just very lightly, just to give some shadow on it. And I have not been doing eyeliner at all lately. I really need to, but I'm just so lazy, and I'm always so scared to mess it up when I'm going on a way to like things to do. So I'm just gonna rub this on my lash line to give like an eyeliner effect. You guys see me do it a lot lately, so that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, and now I'm just going in with a pencil brush. This is the Sigma E30 pencil brush. I'm just going into the Sleek highlighting palette and going into all the colors and popping that on the inner corner and on my brow bone. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my favorite mascara. This is the Urban Decay Perversion mascara, and of course just put this on my top and bottom lashes. Alright, so now we're going to go in with one of my favorite lipsticks. This is the Dose of Color liquid lipstick in the color Bear With Me. This is my second one. I absolutely love this lipstick. So good, and Dose of Colors has a beautiful formula, and it tastes like cake. So I'm going to be putting this on my lips. Alright, so yeah, that is the completed look using my favorites right now. Just doing a quick little makeup look using my favorites. Of course my products can change, they can change tomorrow. Honestly, it doesn't matter, but these are the products that I am reaching for the most lately. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.